Okay, we're back. So let's zoom out a minute and review what we've got, because we've got a lot on our plate here, and then we've simply got these instructions here. Method 1, 49 scales, long fret nut pattern. Identify the parent key. Insert the root counting numbers into the modal shape pattern. Example, 3, 4, 5 becomes root 2, 3, and play away, whether you do the cutout or not. Okay? Method 2 has to cover the other 35 scales, because there's no way you could start a scale from the long pattern in those other 35 scales. There has to be 84 scales, because there's 7 modes times 12 different keys. So that would probably have to be the short cages. We'll use them, and you have to play them 1 fret up, so you're not going to have the beginning note. As with the modal cages, you have the beginning note. Root is the beginning note. The C is 3, 4, 5. The Phrygian scale is the beginning note is 3. The beginning note is 4. But we have to get into situations where we're just not going to have the beginning note on the open string. Okay, now remember, the long patterns specialize in drift that goes to the right. So we're starting 7 root 2 here. 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7 off to the right there. So long patterns play us away from the fret nut, but we're not always going to have, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 7 a root. Okay, you can do it by moving the whole pattern. Okay, well, if I want to play in C sharp minor Phrygian, that would be starting on 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I'm just going to see what we're going to put the root there. Well, let's find our C sharp. It'd be up here, and we'll just play that Phrygian pattern starting there. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Okay, so that's our C sharp minor there. But if we want to deal with the fret nut where your fret nut is on the E, then we've got to do a little more work to get that pattern on the open strings, or as many open strings as we can get. So that's what I'm saying over here. Method 2, the remaining scales, it has to be, I'm guessing, this is a hypothesis, short cages arrange the modal scale to have some open string shapes, since the bass string shape doesn't start on low E or a low capo note. Insert root numbers into the pattern. So let's look at the cage, the good old cage short system, right? So here's our short pattern cage link cages, right? We've got the same thing, C, A, G, E, D. Okay, and the problem with these patterns is they go off, into no string, no play land. Okay, so we had to come up with the long pattern. So the short patterns tend to drift to the left. So if we start here on a Phrygian pattern here, let's say 3, this is your low E, the third of the key of C, we'd go like this. We go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, in the C box it doesn't go anywhere because the tuning warp brings the top 2 strings over. But let's say we wanted to play Aeolian. Okay, so we'd be in the key of G there. E would become the 6th. And we'd start here at this 6. We'd go 6, 7 root, and then 2, 3, 4, C being the 4th, then 5, 6 short A. Now we have to go over and grab this F sharp. Okay, we can't do that if the fret nut's there. So that's the thing about the short patterns. They want to go to the left, and it'll crash right into that fret nut like it's a brick wall. So that's not the brick wall that I talk about when I talk about square patterns, you know, without any drift one way or the other. So it's my hypothesis that we'll be able to get the other 35 keys or scales using these short patterns, okay, so that the open strings will be, so let's look at the key of F, okay. So let's put the capo on so we got a real guitar here. Now let's look at the key of F. It's going to go 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 right there. Okay, so this is our E-shaped F right here with this root. Alright, if we wanted to play in, let's say G minor Dorian, so the key of F, my piano sounds a little different because I got so much junk on it, I pressed one of the tonal buttons. So it would be, okay, there's G minor Dorian. So we're going to find the second and we're going to replace that with root. Okay, so, and we're just going to follow the same pattern on up. So here's 2. Yeah, we could do it from 2 up there, right? We could start from 2 and just replace root. You know, that'd be easy also. We want, if we're in G minor, okay, we want that to be the 2 now. So we just start on G minor. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. Okay, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Is A the third? No. Okay, so let's start that one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. Okay, and we're gonna go into a C shape. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root to G shape, and then to D shape. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's Dorian because it's 2 now, but we wanted this as root. And we're going to follow that same pattern one more time with root. So let's look at the 2. Here's the pattern that I'm going to be playing, but we're going to substitute in the numbers. And this is the gist of today's lesson, is substitute the numbers into the pattern. So instead of 2, we're going to start root there, but follow the same note pattern. So it's root 2, 3, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. I didn't square that up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Okay, right there is B flat the third of G minor Dorian. Yes. Okay, so that's how that's done. But I'm quite sure that we can arrange this so we don't have to start on the 2 somewhere. Okay. Okay, so looky here. We've got about a minute and we're going to be done with this. So if we look at the regular fret nut here, where E is the 3rd and F is the 4th, and the key is C. So say we're going to look at this F. Now we want to play in G minor Dorian. So the F is going to become what? It's going to become the 7th, and this is the root, and this is the 6th. And in the Dorian scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's a half step between the 6 and the 7. And this is E and this is F there. Okay, so that's how that works, and we can use the short patterns there if we want to. So we'll start with, so we're going to count 6, 7, root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Right here we have our G, root. Hey, we're out of time. Remember, follow the same pattern as the major scale, as the parent. It's been good giving you a lesson today. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. Follow the instructions below to access my Facebook group page, and you can view the videos and the charts in their entirety. Hey, have a great day. It's